Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Hamza from Thehamzasaab.com, and in today's video, we're gonna go over the #1 plugin that you should have in your arsenal when making dark piano trap beats. Let's get into this video. If you're interested in music production, tips and tricks, and other related content, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell so you won't miss out on the next video. And with that being said, let's get into this beat. Before I get into the beat, guys, I want to make a quick disclaimer. The plugin I'm using today is called Halftime by Cableguys. I'm not being paid or sponsored to do this video. In fact, I didn't buy the plugin myself. I got a demo from Plugin Boutique. I did leave a link for you guys in the description so you're able to get the same exact demo. Now, with the disclaimer out the way, let's get into this beat. All right, guys, I'm going to set the BPM to 150. We're going to go to piano, Bose & Dever Grand Piano. Now that I have the piano open, I'm going to try to come up with a chord progression or a melody. When I do find one, I'm going to create two separate tracks. One is going to have halftime, one will not, because I want you guys to be able to spot the difference. All right, guys, so I just came up with a melody for the piano. It looks a little complex, but that's because I have notes all over the place in regards to the octave range. Now, this is how it sounds before halftime. This is how it sounds with halftime. Oh, huge difference. Now, the only drawback to the halftime plugin, at least the demo version, when you open it up, there's like a 5-second lag before you open it. But when it opens up, it's a completely functional plugin. Not only that, but I can only use the halftime plugin on one track region. Meaning, if I try to just take the upper melodies, put it on a different track, and then put halftime, it won't allow me because that's the demo version. That's why you see all my melodies stacked up in one region. But now that we have that, I'm gonna go to Alchemy, try to find another instrument that could work with this. All right, guys, so I just came up with a quick melody. I went to gentle sound bells, put it at saw decays. I changed the EQ on it in these areas here. Now this is how it sounds all together. Now that we have that, I'm going to add one more instrument, and then afterwards, I'm going to start adding some drums. I wanted to go into Alchemy to trying to find another instrument earlier, but I felt like everything I added in there was getting too cluttered. So instead, I decided to add a bass line because I felt like it needed something in the lower ranges. So I went into Sampler. I turned on Filter 1 and Filter 2, upped up the drive and the resolution on both. I changed it from poly to mono. I added a sub bass on there under specialized sub bass, and I put it under sub enhancer, and I had to go all the way down to the C0 octave. And I copied the same melody that I had from the gentle sound bells down to the bass line. And this is how it sounds all together. Nice. Now that we have that, we're going to add in some drums. We're going to hit the plus icon, click create, electronic drum kit, scroll all the way down to kit pieces. I'm going to look for a hi-hat that works, and when I do find one, I'm going to add a straight line of 1/8 note hi-hats. Once I add the other elements like the kick, snare, open hat, that's when I'm going to go back and adjust the hi-hat pattern. All right, guys, I'm going to go with the hi-hat 2 trapdoor. I mean, it is a trap beat after all. This is a serious moment, guys. I'm about to test my Picasso. Oh my God. Oh man. So close, so close. I'll take that. That's an A- for today. All right, guys, so I just fixed the hi-hat pattern. Let's hear it all together real quick. Nice. Now that we have that, we're going to add in the snare. We're going to hit Command D to duplicate that. Instead of a hi-hat, we're going to go to the snares. I'm going to look for a sound that works, and when I find one, I'm going to record it real quick. All right, guys, I'm going to go with the depth charge. Command A, Q to quantize. Command A, we're gonna lower the velocity a little bit. All right, guys, let's hear the snares real quick. Now that we have that, we're gonna add in the open hat. All right, guys, so I went with the hi-hat open 808 flex. Let's hear it all together. All right, now we're gonna add in some kicks. I'm gonna go with the kick one, Bright Bass House. I'm gonna try to record something real quick. All right, guys, so I just finished adjusting the pattern on the kicks. I changed the EQ in this area here. I added some overdrive with 1.5 dB. This is how it sounds all together. Now that we have that, we're gonna start adjusting the pattern on the hi-hats. Ooh, that robot sound. Ooh, they're not ready for that. Get some water first, man, before I start even talking right now. Alright guys, so I just came up with 2 different hi-hat patterns. Reason being, I already have 2 different patterns on the kick and snare movement. So I want to create something that could go along with both of them. So you have one pattern over here. Let me try to zoom in on that. You have a bunch of 64s over here, 32s in the beginning, 64s, 64s, and some 64s here. Now this is how the first version sounds. Now, when it comes to the second version, it starts off with the 8th note triplet. You have some 32s, a bunch of 64s here, and a whole bunch of 64s over here. So let's hear this version by itself. I love that like robotic hi-hat sound. Now let's hear it all together at once. Now that we have that, it's time for me to arrange the beat. All right, guys, Command A, Command R to repeat it all over. I'm gonna start deleting and shifting things around, and I'll be back with the final result. All right, guys, so I just came up with a quick arrangement. You're gonna have the piano coming in at first, then you're gonna have the hi-hat, snare, and open hat coming in together. Afterwards, you're gonna have the kick and the bass line coming in with it. Then we're gonna bring in the bells. But when we bring in the bells halfway through, you're gonna notice a transition with the hi-hat, snare, and kick, and then it's gonna come back to the same version that you had earlier with the bass line and the kick. Let's hear it all together. We bring in the bells right here. And now you're gonna notice the transition. And then we'll bring it back. And that's the beat all wrapped up, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Also leave a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comment section below. Let us know what you want to see, because I want to provide you with the best possible value. I'm also available on social media at Thehamzasaab on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook. Links in the description. You have a wonderful day, guys.